There is news that the forces of our 1st Division at Quito are storming into battle with Elda's men.
So you have finally come to a decision?
As you had hoped, is it not? Are you satisfied?
Am I satisfied?
Why do you laugh?
Our wish was to have King Elda of Leonis' head, was it not?
I have not forgotten.
Are you so certain? If you wish to incur Lord Sadoi's displeasure, do be aware that a kingdom like this can easily fall overnight. I would consider your situation carefully, were I you. Unless you still do not understand the position your kingdom is in, perhaps.
Are you making a mockery of me? Insolent bastard!
Oh dear. It seems you have taken offense. Perhaps you could release your temper on the front lines, instead of arrogantly barking from upon the throne.
The true intent of your plots and schemes are clear as day. You fear it, do you not? Elda's ring. Just as I thought. Alas, if you desire the ring, then I have terms of mine own.
You have naught to fear. Horn will be destroyed root and stem. That plan remains unchanged. Yet, that cannot come to pass until Elda's life and that ring has been taken. Personally, it seems to me that you're more likely to fail than anything.
King Kuri, why did you take aim at the Sanctum Emissary?
No one who mocks me will be forgiven. No one.
But
It is not unusual for emissaries to fail to return. Starving wolves roam these lands from dawn till dusk, after all.
Are you referring to us?
Your Highness, who are these people?
Victora and Luartha. One could say that they serve me well, where others would fail.
Things have gotten rather interesting, haven't they?
I'd say it's just beginning.
Excellent. That is what I like to hear. I pay you quite generously. Do not forget that.
I should be the one to remind you of that fact. And there's the matter of our promise. You do intend to honor your word, correct?
About Victora being crowned queen if we win this war? You'll really honor those words?
Yes. That promise stands.
I'll be queen. More enchanting words I've never spoken. So, how many children am I to bear you?
That conversation can wait. First, we devour Leonis and Horn, shaping this nation into the greatest land in the East. Afterwards, we look west to Rundal. Those who deserted me, those who mocked me, I shall make them all rue the day. Soderly's plots will come crumbling down, every last one of them.
There are too many of them. At this rate.
Seems I made it just in time.
Who? It's Glaciella!
It's been a while, hasn't it, Mont?
Yes, it's been far too long.
You certainly seem to have grown since I last laid eyes on you. Did something happen?
A few things. Make that a few things too many.
In any case, I'm glad you made it to Wazette in one piece. I knew I could count on Minwu to aid you.
Is that so?
Truly. If you'd gone directly to Wazette, then right about now you'd be...
Facing Wazette's soldiers.
To make sure that didn't come to pass, I sent Minwu.
What is going on here? I heard tell of you attempting to usurp King Kuri's throne.
Then you heard correctly. With this, everything is now in motion. Mont, it all began the moment you visited Wazette. The first step is dealing with Aikido. Let's go!
It's the end of the line. Not yet!
It's over, Sergius. Glaciela's reinforcements have turned the tables on us.
He's right. There is naught that can be done now.
What are you saying?
Alas.
You're not telling me we should just lay down and die without a fight?
Calm down. I've no intention of taking your lives. You needn't worry. This wound is shallow.
It would seem that you are the more skilled combatants. One would have to admit it. And yet, to fail in one's duty means death. King Kuri is not one for forgiveness.
What if we were to surrender?
Surrender?
Mont, what nonsense is this? We've earned our victory.
Glaciela, there is no doubt that we would be dead if not for your aid. But you have to leave this one to me. Please. We will surrender and be taken to Wazette Castle as prisoners of war. Do we have a deal? This way you can save face before the king.
But...
Lord Mont, if you do this, you'll be at the mercy of the king.
You should take more time to seriously consider the consequences.
I'm honestly glad so many of you are concerned for me. However, we have nowhere else to turn than Wazette. Therefore, I'll do anything to keep our alliance alive.
very well. We will do whatever is within our power to assist you.
Mont, are you prepared to face execution?
I do not plan on leading us to our deaths.
Since we last met, it's as if you've become an entirely different person from the Mont I knew.
I'm the same Mont I've always been, and ever will be.
Minwu, let's go.
Lady Glaciela, are you sure this is a good idea?
If this is Mont's decision, then we must respect it.
Even so, what if King Kuri has a change of heart and decides to aid Lord Mont?
Simple. Then we shall fight. We'll show no mercy.
Glaciela.
She took off without a backward glance, didn't she? Even though you're more or less her betrothed.
Let's go. Wazette Castle awaits us.
Prepare yourself! He vanished.
Maybe it's about time you considered yielding. I promise that I'll be good to you. You'd prefer that to pain, surely.
Listening to you is painful enough.
You really intend to make me go all out, huh?
Just as you said, I do not intend to hold back.
What are you doing in Horn territory?
Oh my! Aren't you a pretty little thing? What do you say to becoming my woman?
And who are you exactly?
For your name, I'll give you mine 12 times over. I'm Camila. I hope we get along well.
I am Mashari, daughter of King Rob.
Rob's daughter? That make you the Princess of Horn.
I'm Dia, from the Kingdom of Ovis. I came here seeking reinforcements.
Reinforcements?
My lady, Ovis is on the verge of complete and total annihilation at the hands of Rundal.
So, that would make this hungry little mutt one of Rundal's.
Oh, please get it right. My homeland is Heinwar.
Lady Mashari, that's...
Brother!
Brother? Now just hold on a moment. Are you telling me that corpse is the Prince of Horn?
Who did this?
It was not me.
Then it was this bastard!
Hey, calm down.
Ziza, what should we do?
That Camilo fellow will only muddy the waters.
Shall we deal with him?
Filthy Rundal hound! We won't just let you get away!
So that's where all this gets me, huh? Though I'm not the type to hit a woman. If I die here, all the other ladies of the world would end up drowning in their own tears.
Why have you taken pity on these scoundrels?
If I had them killed, the alliance with Wazette would be well and truly severed.
Mont, you are still soft as a newborn babe. A dog left untamed will come back to bite you in the future, boy. We do not know them. The only way to keep our alliance intact is to cut through them.
But Father...
King Elda speaks wisely.
You agree with him?
I am simply speaking the truth.
King Kuri believes that only an alliance with Fennis can ensure Wizette's survival.
There is naught he would not do to ensure that it comes to fruition.
Does he feel so threatened by the alliance between Fennis and Horn?
He does indeed.
Yet that threat is already dissipated. Their allegiance is no more.
What? Is that true?
I, too, am simply speaking the truth.
that is indeed the case, then surely you would be welcomed. At least, publicly.
Publicly?
It may sound odd what I'm about to tell you, but I think it would be best if you did not place your trust in King Kuri. After all, the king trusts no one, not even Lady Glaciella.
Wazette Castle still hasn't come into view.
Not yet. It seems that King Elda's wound is much deeper than I suspected.
Yes, it is. We must hurry. I fear that without aid, he will soon be lost.
Let us make haste for the castle.
Come to think of it, you mentioned that King Kuri doesn't trust Glaciella, right?
Right.
Are they not father and daughter? I don't see why.
Lord Mont, you know the truth of Lady Glaciella's birth mother, correct?
I do. She is not a child born of the Queen.
Precisely. Before Lady Glaciella was born, King Kuri's queen bore him a prince. Alas, there was a power struggle regarding the claim to the throne, culminating in the prince's assassination.
So it was then decided that Lady Glaciella, who was born in the aftermath of the struggle, would inherit the throne.
However, like the murdered prince before her, Lady Glaciella became the target of an assassination plot. Against all odds, Lady Glaciella struck back against numerous hardships and won, securing her position as successor to the throne. That is where this tale should have ended.
But there's more to tell?
King Kuri had terms for Lady Glaciella if she were to be crowned queen.
King Kuri had terms for Glaciella? Surely you don't mean that rejecting those terms would cost her the crown?
That is precisely what I mean.
What exactly were those terms?
All of Lady Glaciella's relatives were to be executed.
What did you... Why would King Kuri force such cruel terms upon his daughter?
It really is rather simple. Lady Glaciella's mother was not of royal birth, nor was she noble of blood.
All for the sake of a bloodline? Why would that even be relevant?
But it is. The royal subjects would likely not be very understanding. For them to be made to serve a queen whose blood is mixed with that of a lowborn, those royal subjects would consider it incredibly humiliating. One need not think hard on the matter to understand.
In other words, King Kuri set those terms to seal away the secret of Lady Glaciella's birth. For that reason alone, he ordered the slaughter of her mother and siblings? What a fool!
Naturally, Lady Glaciella refused to go along with such unfair terms.
Causing her relationship with King Kuri to sour?
Would that it were a mere souring.
Lady Glaciella took command of her personal battalion, Spirare, and disappeared from the royal palace.
You jest.
Rosette will likely be split in two before long.
Do you mean there will be a civil war?
King Kuri has made his decision. He believed that your engagement to Glaciella would spur you and all of Leonis to join her side.
So that's why he ordered you to kill us.
That is not the only reason. If Wizette were to gain control of the ring you bear, Lord Mont, then our Ikito would become a mighty army to rival even Solidus, the pride of Horn.
With such an army, King Kuri would no longer have to bend the knee to Sodali.
Precisely, Lord Mont.
That explains the hasty alliance with Fennis.
The situation is far more complicated than I had foreseen. Bearing all this in mind, Lord Mont, would you still be escorted to Wizette Castle?
Yes. Our options have not grown, so what other choice do we have?
Reporting, Your Highness! A company of monks is headed this way. It is highly likely that they are being led by Sodali.
Oh, is that so? Is it possible that he has grown suspicious of us?
No, sir. We haven't observed any indication that they doubt our intentions.
Then we might catch them off guard. What of Moraga?
There's been no sight of Moraga, or any of Fennis' soldiers for that matter.
Perhaps Fennis remains on the battlefield.
King Rob.
It would seem Sodali plans to return to Dynevor Cathedral. That would be most favorable. Now I, King Rob of Horn, shall repay them in kind for their crimes of deception. Inform the army! We march in full force! We will storm into battle against the monks of the Sanctum! Trample them into the dirt! Paint the earth red with the miserable bastard's blood!
I guess even I have a limit to how many soldiers I can fell.
Not so talkative now, are we?
Oh, that's nice. Talking down to me like that, it's getting me all excited. Nevertheless, this is where I retreat. Next time we meet, I hope it's just the two of us.
Should we go after him?
Though it is vexing, Camilo is incredibly skilled. I am afraid I am no match for him on my own.
I see. What of your allies?
They are fighting to the bitter end at Ovis Castle. Alas.
It's possible that they now have no reason to fight.
Fear not, my lady. The castle may fall, but the princess and her guards have already fled the kingdom.
I see. Then they'll be needing reinforcements.
You'll really aid us?
Rundal cannot go unpunished. Ready the soldiers at once.
I am afraid that will not be happening.
What is the meaning of this?
This is what I mean.
Monks? From the Sanctum?
You've sold out your own kingdom?
May the light of the crystals guide us.
Lady Masherie.
Get behind me, Dia.
So even the exalted Ma Cherie can't best the two of us at once.
Lady Ma Cherie! Stay back! You must tell King Rob that Ziza and Vistral have betrayed us and joined the Sanctum. But I don't need your worry. Father was headed for Wazette. If you want those reinforcements, then make haste!
Yes, my lady.
Do we give chase?
It's all the same to me. I intended for King Rob to find out anyway. If anything, she's saving us the trouble.
Handle this one with a little more moderation, would you?
Let's take Our Lady here to Leona's castle.
Not to the Sanctum?
We don't know what's going to happen. Some would consider it a bad idea to bait the enemy to our stronghold.
We don't know what's going to happen, you say?
Indeed.
Very well. We'll take Ma Cherie to Leona's castle. Ready a carriage.
You're not getting away, scum!
I'll concede to that. I can't keep running forever.
Accepted your fate, have you?
You're like a forlorn mutt, barking loudest in its master's absence.
Who are you calling a mutt?
I believe their names were Ziza and Vistral. It seems you have forgotten that they're no longer by your side.
We don't need them to deal with the likes of you!
Oh, is that so? Mock me all you want for being a samurai of a small nation like Ovis. However, you'll regret it in the next life. Why do you throw your lives away? Such waste. Cast aside life as if it were not, while the people of Ovis clung so desperately to it. I suppose King Rob is in Rosette. I'd best hurry.
Just as the report said, not a Fennis soldier in sight. Do you notice anything, Frederica?
It is as you say, darling.
Don't call me that.
It's not only the Fennis soldiers. Moraga and his subjects are nowhere to be found either.
No one is here. Not the shinobi of Goga, nor Durando, nor Gargus.
Hey now. This is enemy territory you're standing in. Attempting to return to the Sanctum without a guard is a fool's errand.
Is Soderly here?
Where is... Oh! I found him. Behind me all along, I see.
Very good, Frederica.
A sweet press of your lips to mine is my prize, yes?
I don't recall offering any such thing.
This is the extent of Soderly's ill fortunes, is it? Scatter these Sanctum scum to the winds and march on. Our only objective is to behead Soderly.
I can't wait!
one down. Whew. This lad is so pathetic, I've about lost interest.
Do not loosen your trigger finger, Frederica.
Ah, but...
Well, even as I say that, it's not as if these Sanctum monks pose any real threat against the might of Solidus.
Naturally.
Alas, Sottile himself is said to be quite formidable.
Not to worry about. With you and I working together, darling, we're untouchable.
Enough with the darling already. The excellence of our soldiers is beyond question. So I can't fathom why. Why can we not pierce through to Sottile's territory?
I am sorry, darling. Did my firepower leave something to be desired?
It's not your fault. There's no need to apologize. I doubt even Schitzelt's presence would have given us the edge to break through.
Over there!
Or maybe it was Whisper.
Whisper? Of Sottile's Divine Guard?
Our advance could never be hindered by one of them alone, could it?
Whatever is the matter, darling. It isn't like you to be so faint-hearted.
Cease with that name.
If you wish for me to stop.
Yes, I know. Onward! I swear in the name of Solidus that we will break through Sottile's defenses!
It's high time you ceased that sniveling, little Lilu.
You got my name wrong again. That marks the 7,989th time.
What are you keeping count for?
Anyway, do we not have reason enough to be sad? Both Queen Helena and Sir O lie dead.
We all mourn their deaths. Of course we do.
Yet crying for them won't change our situation for the better.
We know that, but...
What we need to do is inform King Elda of this tragedy. Then we shall run rivers with the blood of Venice's soldiers.
Right. But trekking the whole way through the forest like this...
You want to say that it's taking too much time, right? I understand how you feel.
But we are being hunted. We cannot afford to make our movements obvious to the enemy.
Well...
Huh?
What is it?
Hush. I hear a carriage. It's getting closer.
Any thoughts, little Lula?
For the 7,990th time! That's not my name! I see 8,000 on the horizon. But, something is strange. The carriage is coming from the other direction, which means... it can only be headed for Leonis Castle.
It's come into view.
Looks like the guard is a mix of Sanctum monks and Horn soldiers. I remember. Those two are Ziza and Vistral.
Hold on. Isn't there something off about that carriage?
Off?
They're not guarding it at all. They're escorting it. There's no doubt about it. Shall we attack?
Seriously? We must report to King Elda.
I know that. It's just, I'm curious. They're taking to Leonis Castle.
If we capture that carriage, things may swing in our favor.
It's entirely possible. All right, I say we do it.
Then we ambush them and call a swift retreat if we cannot break their ranks.
Got it.
Now, little lolly!
You got it wrong again! For the 7,991st time!
You're the remnants of the Leonis forces, aren't you?
The jig's up! We know what you're up to. You've got something really, really, really important in that carriage, right?
I don't know where you caught wind of that, but don't you know that curiosity killed the cat?
Well, now my curiosity is piqued all the more.
Yeah, it's decided. We're taking the carriage.
Huh? Lady Macherie?
It can't be. She's your prisoner? What's the meaning of this?
You're also of Horn, right?
It's called treason.
Ah, I knew it.
May I ask your name?
No, you'll just get it all wrong.
Oh. Allow me to change the question, then. How fares the war?
Well, they've kinda got us on the ropes.
Then you must withdraw immediately.
You mean you don't want our help?
I cannot in good conscience involve you in this.
But...
Do not underestimate them. Instead, send a message to Mont for me.
To Lord Mont?
Tell him that I'm waiting.
Is that the whole message?
That is all. Now go.
All right then. Retreat!
It's finally within view. Was that castle?
I will ask you one last time.
What?
Do you really intend to meet with King Kuri?
Yes, of course. That is why we've come all this way.
I see.
You're a warrior too, huh? I'll protect Lord Mont and our group.
I wonder if you will be able to.
Hey now, it would help if you were less ominous in your speech.
The stars are unusually astir.
You can hear the voices of the stars?
Well, what are they saying, Ramada? Should we pull back?
Many lives will be lost.
Such are the perils of war.
However, if we retreat, it may cause far more to fall.
Then we've no choice but to proceed. Onward, for Leonis!
So, this is Wazette Castle, but...
Nobody is here.
no welcoming party. Wait, Mont. I can sense a dreadful bloodlust.
We're surrounded!
What do we do? What do we do?
Commander Sergius.
Get back, all of you!
No. Please leave this to me, my lord. Everyone, lay down your swords. Let it be known that everyone here of Leonis has surrendered to Wizette. Surely you would not turn your blades against those who have surrendered.
We follow the orders of our king.
Step aside, Sergius.
But...
It's all right. I'm sure King Kuri will be reasonable. Just as you were when you believed in us.